want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his fourth season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Jackson going to run, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020 in his 2nd season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert. It's caught by OBJ. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down at 4. To the air again. Herbert. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. He finds his target, Beckham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain.
Touchdown, 49ers! Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Johnson to return it. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, Herbert rolling to his right. He's got Swain here, his tight end out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. The 30. 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Herbert now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Herbert back to the air. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Here comes Johnson on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, it's Ingram. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He dumps it down to Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And
a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket and bringing it in right side here. Beckham.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert on third down now. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Fournette running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Fournette, a first down carry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. On second down, Ingram. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Jackson from the shotgun. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. They're going right back to Pittman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Oh, he pulls over him. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Herbert, the quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 13. A little under 50 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Able to find Mims. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona,